On my last morning in El Chaltén, things were pretty laid back. No hikes were planned, just getting ready to take the bus to El Calafate and start my journey to Iguazú Falls. By later that night, I'd be in Buenos Aires, spending the night before heading north. No hiking today. Before checking out of my hotel, I walked around town one last time, just taking it all in on my final morning in El Chaltén. I spent about 3 days here in El Chaltén, and right away it lived up to everything I was hoping for. Laguna de los Tres was one of the best day hikes of my life. The weather didn't really cooperate after that, so I wasn't able to do every hike I had planned. But honestly, the more I experienced this place, the more I realized it was my favorite part of Patagonia. And it definitely made me want to come back and spend even more time here in the future. What really makes El Chaltén special is how accessible everything is. You can walk straight from town onto world-class trails. It only took me about 10 minutes to get to the trailhead of Laguna de los Tres from my hotel. Before catching the bus to El Calafate, I wanted to grab lunch one more time at my favorite pasta spot, Mafia Trattoria. As I rode the bus to El Calafate, I reflected on my time in Patagonia. Between the wonders of Torres del Paine, Puerto Moreno Glacier, and the incredible hikes in El Chaltén, this place absolutely lived up to the hype. As I said before, I'd love to come back here one day, especially to El Chaltén, and spend a full week here just hiking and taking more of it in. To get to Puerto Iguazú, I had a connection through Buenos Aires, where I stayed the night. With a late arrival, I kept it simple and booked a cheap $30 hotel near the airport. I had an early flight out of Buenos Aires, so it was a quick stop. But walking the streets, it felt like a tease. It made me want to come back one day as well to really explore the city. Since all the nearby cafes were closed that early, I had to grab a quick breakfast at McDonald's. Before my flight, I spent some time walking along the Costanera riverfront right outside the airport. People were fishing and just enjoying the morning. It was a quiet, peaceful, and really nice way to start the day. After a quiet morning, it was time to head to the airport and catch my flight to Puerto Iguazú. After Patagonia, the first thing I noticed when I landed was the heat. It averaged around 35 degrees Celsius during my time in Puerto Iguazú, and honestly, it felt great after coming from a Michigan winter. After checking into my hotel, I walked the streets of Puerto Iguazú to get a feel for the town. I stopped by a local supermarket to grab a few essentials for the next day, then had dinner at a place called La Mama Casa de Pastas, another authentic Italian spot that was absolutely amazing. There's definitely something about the pasta in Argentina, it just hits different for some reason. After a long 24 hours of travel, it was time to get some rest. Because tomorrow, I'd finally experience one of the most incredible places in the world, Iguazú Falls.